remarkable. I just couldn't believe my eyes. The museum truly holds a lot of mysteries. Unbelievable.
Take a look at Natalie. Still lost in the museum, are you?
My mind is a museum too. Lot of things come alive in my head.
I love the chariot in the museum and the stuffed swan.
I was reminded of Nala, who sent a swan to sing praises of Damayanthi.
What? A swan?
Yup.
A love story beyond imagination. Are you all ready to be part of the Swayamvara of Damayanthi too?
Yes.
Maharaja Nala's story is very similar to the story of Pandavas from Mahabharata. When the Pandavas were in exile for 13 years, their spiritual teacher, Saint Damya, used to sometimes visit and entertain and counsel them by telling stories. Now, we are going to witness one of the stories narrated by Saint Damya to Yudhishthira, and it is the story of Nala and Damayanthi. Scene 1. Forest.
Guruji, you know what happened in my life. I lost everything in my life. I still regret having to bet Draupadi, my own wife, in a game of dice, and losing her along with my crown. How could I even come out of that guilt?
My son, good times and bad times are inevitable in the circle of life. Everyone has to undergo a little suffering in life. It's God's way of testing us. I'll tell you the story of King Nala. He too, like you, lost his kingdom in a game of dice. But he overcame all his hardship because he followed the path of righteousness through sheer determination.
Please tell us the story, Guruji.
Gazed at the princess in the audience, and to her astonishment, she saw fine Nala standing near to each other.
Oh dear gods, I have the right to choose my husband today. The great souls, but my love for Nala's true will show me mercy and give me the ability to see in forms. From now on, Nala, I cannot be happy with any one of you with my heart.
The gods were touched by a tender plea. Instantly, Damayanthi was able to differentiate Nala as she noticed that the four gods were not battling their idols, while Nala was doing so like all mortals.
We were touched by a true love. May your love flourish on whom you are destined to be with.
We wholeheartedly bless you with wealth, health and prosperity for the rest of your lives.
I promise to attend all your pujas and ignas, so stay strong.
I will be with you whenever you call upon me. So don't hesitate to seek our presence when you need.
When the gods left, Kali, the demonic king, enters. A soldier restricts his entry into the palace. What is going to happen now? Let's see.
Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! Let me in!
Oh my dear, there is yet another prince who has made his arrival in an unfortunate time for the Swayamvara.
Is it? First let us invite him. God, let him in. My dear son, who are you? What's the purpose of your visit?
Who am I? Ha ha ha! I feel silly that you are unaware of me. I am Kali, the deity of degradation and depravity. I've come here to marry the most beautiful woman in this universe. Ha ha ha!
The Swayamvara just now got over. Damayanthi chose Nala, the prince of Nishada, as her soulmate.
What? How dare she chose Nala over me? This is total injustice. I can never accept this. I came away from a faraway kingdom, crossing mountains and forests, just to get Damayanti's hands in marriage. And now she has chosen someone else instead of me. Ah!
Calm down, my dear son. You'll surely get a better match.
Listen, Nala. You made me feel disappointed and felt cheated. I can never accept this. I will revenge you by teaching you a grave lesson sometime, and you will regret for what you have done to me.
If that's my destiny, I'll accept it with happiness.
Damayanti married Nala with great pomp and show. Together, they had 2 children. One day, Nala's brother Pushkara invited him for a game of dice. Kali, who was waiting for an opportunity to revenge Nala, entered into Nala's body and started influencing his mind. Nala lost his army and wealth in the first 2 rounds and lost the forfeiture of the kingdom in the 3rd round. What happened then? Let's see.
Ha ha ha! I've been waiting all these time. Opportunity. I'm gonna get into your mind and you're gonna lose everything. Ha ha ha!
Dear brother, what are you going to bet now?
I bet all of my army. I bet all of my wealth now.
Nala, you have lost everything. The kingdom is mine. Leave. You are no longer welcome here.
To be sent to her parents' home. Nala told Damayanti to return to her father's home, but she refused and insisted on living with him.
Damayanti, why don't you go stay with your parents? Our children are there. You'll feel comfortable. I'll try to get a kingdom back and I'll call you when I'm ready.
How can I leave you here in the forest to fend for yourself? A husband needs his wife in tough times as well. I'm going to stay with you through hunger, thirst, worry, and work. We will share everything, the good and the bad.
Oh, Damayanti, you even rejected 4 gods and married me. But I gave you this pitiable state. If I take you with me, who knows where this might end? Not your fault. You don't deserve this. I'll leave her here at this juncture. If she doesn't find me when she wakes up, she'll have no choice but go to her parents. Forgive me, Damayanti. I don't have a choice.
was nowhere. She cried. Walking deeper into the forest, she wasn't able to find him. A group of soldiers of Chedi Kingdom rescued her, and she became the waitress of the queen by hiding her identity. Meanwhile, Nala was facing challenges on his own. Deep in the forest, he saw a serpent with a circle of fire around him. What happened then? Let's see.
Help me! Someone help me! Help me! Someone help me!
Oh, poor creature. Who are you?
My name is Karkataka. I'm stuck here inside a circle of fire. Please help me out.
Nala carried Karkataka on his shoulders and brought him out of the fire. Suddenly, Karkataka bit him, and Nala immediately transformed into an ugly creature, the size of a dwarf.
What have you done to me? How can you do this to someone who has helped you out of a dangerous situation? You wretched and ungrateful being!
Please don't curse me just because I've bitten you and made you ugly. I have done this on purpose. You are in a miserable condition and this way no one recognizes you. Don't worry, you will have the power to transform back to your original form at one point.
Oh my God! What am I going to do now?
My lord, a person named Bauka is waiting to meet you.
Let him in.
My greetings, my lord. My name is Bahuka. I'm an expert cook and can cook some of the most delicious food in the world even without fire. I'm a good charioteer, so kindly accept me at your service.
Your dishes have a heavenly taste. I appoint you as the head cook in the royal kitchen, and also as my personal charioteer.
Thank you, my lord. I'm always at your service.
These parents sent messengers and soldiers to search for her. Sudeva, one of these soldiers, found his way to Chedi. There he saw Damayanthi serving the royal princess in the palace. Soon Damayanthi reached her parents' house. She was reunited with the children but remained unhappy. Meanwhile, she sent messengers to all neighboring kingdoms in search of Nala and insisted them to ask a question. How can a husband abandon his wife? The messengers came with different answers. Let's see what happened then.
My lord, our beloved daughter Damayanthi has been serving the queen of Chedi, my sister, as a waitress in her kingdom.
Is it? What a pity.
We and your children really missed you.
Most trusted messages of my kingdom. What news do you have for me?
Everyone asked how can he abandon his wife.
They said he is an irresponsible husband. He didn't care about protection of his wife.
My lady, this message is from Bahuka, the confidant of King Rituparna. It was a matter of faith. If the wife understands her husband's intention, she'll forgive him. He did it for the sake of his wife, so that she would be taken care by her parents. He even asked about the welfare of you and your children.
What? How does he look like? Is he handsome?
My lady, he's a dwarf and ugliest person I ever seen.
Ugly? Let me go now. Father, please send a messenger to Ritupana's court to inform that my second Suyama is tomorrow morning. If I rise with Bauka, I will see how to go further from there.
Is it okay?
Yes.
As long as you're happy, I'm ready to do anything for you, my dear daughter.
Meanwhile, Damayanthi, who was very curious with the instinct that Bahuka should be Nala, devised a plan with the children. What was the plan? Let's see.
Dear children,
Yes, Mom. What do you want me to do?
go in with Bauka, spend some time with him, and I come for me.
Why are you planning Bahuka to make a dish for you?
I'm very familiar with my husband's savor. No one in this world can cook with a fire like him. My instinct says that Bauka is Nala, so let me check it.
As you wish, Mom. cook something to eat.
How did he react on seeing you?
He was filled with emotion. He was on his knees and Mom, he cooked without fire.
Oh my God, you're my husband. No wonder this walk can cook with a fire like you. But then, why do you look like a dwarf? Check it first.
Your story was an eye-opener and an impressive one for me this present scenario.
Don't lament on your past, dear son. Every mortal face hardship in life. It's up to us to overcome that and find happiness. You and your beloved family will have a blessed future.